Hello, world. Ready to do some Tarkir DRAGONSTORM. I did a single in-person pre-release that was very casual. I still haven't seen a bunch of the cards from the set. I have only dabbled. Planning to do a sealed on Arena. Because sealed is a little easier to learn the cards in than draft. I might, if it goes well, then immediately do a draft. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. Check my audio. Yeah, looks good. Let's see. Gonna take just a sec. I was messing a lot with my stream setup. I want to make sure it popped up everywhere it was supposed to. Alright, cool. That looks good. That looks good. Stream quality okay. No alerts. Alright, let's do it. I've not done a bunch of prep and planning, but I think this set looks fun enough that I might end up playing it a lot. So this is kind of this is my first digital draft of any kind. And I'm going to take my time, look at the cards, figure out a deck. I watched a little bit about the previews and did one in-person pre-release in which I opened Jeskai packs and ended up playing Teamer. And I think I kind of know what all of the themes are. I don't actually remember what Abzan does. I know Jeskai is kind of like Pseudo Storm, Flurry, whatever. Teamer is like... I played a Teamer deck and I don't even know what the Teamer theme is. I guess it's big creatures. It's kind of ramp. It was like ramp. It might have a more specific theme than that. But what I played was mostly ramp. Sultai seems like graveyard shenanigans. Abzan... I don't know what the Abzan deal is. And then Mardu is like the tokens aggro, kind of. You know what? I've not touched Mardu. Nobody at my pre-release did it. I'm going to try it. I don't know how advised it is to do... Are two of them special packs? That's interesting. Trying to do aggro and sealed, but we'll give it a shot. See how it comes out. Well, I'd be very excited if that was a physical card, but I'm not going to play it in draft. I opened these two cards at the pre-release. I just didn't end up playing Mardu. These two exact cards. Okay. Let's have a look. There's a lot. Hold on. I want to pull up my card pool so I can look at these one at a time. Let's look at rares and mythics. Whew, I need to zoom. There we go. Alright, we have 3 mana, 2/4 Death Touch. I like it. Mobilize X, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. I love this card. I mean, I don't think it's busted. It looks perfectly solid, but I love the design of this card. This is like a really nice speed bump for your opponents to deal with. It defends really well. It attacks pretty easily. And it pays you off for getting the engines going. I like the design. It's cool. I think my mic might be a little far off. Boop! Alright, what else we got? Dracogenesis, I'm assuming is not playable limited, just full stop. It's an 8 mana card that does not do anything on its own. And by the time you play it, you've probably emptied your hand. Herd Heirloom. It's a 2 mana rock that can only cast creatures. And it can draw you cards if you have big creatures. Okay, good value play. You can't afford to have too many things like this in your deck that don't directly affect the board, but I could see that doing work. Warden of the Grove. At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Endure is counters or spirit. You either get 1 spirit. Wow, actually, hold on. It took me a second to process this. This is a 3 mana 2/2 that grows every turn in the way that What is that 2-drop white thing that's in the cube? So this is a 3-mana 2/2 that grows every turn. And every time you play a creature, it sort of doubles the counters, right? It does double the counter. I mean, this seems strong. It doesn't have trample or evasion or anything, I guess. But this can basically grow every turn without doing anything, and then whenever you play creatures, it's either spitting out spirits or getting bigger. It's going to get huge quick. It's just a lot of stats. Zergo, 2/4, mobilize 2. That makes 2 little 1/1 tokens that get sacked at end step, not end of combat. Oh, and this one says they don't get sacked. Okay, so he just makes tokens that stay forever. That seems really strong. Mardu Siegebreaker, 4 mana, 4/4, Death Touch, Haste. And it makes a hasty copy of a thing. So he helps to push through damage, and I'm sure there's busted things you can do with him that I will discover. When this enters, if you cast it, mill 4, get back a small creature. Oh, to the battlefield. Okay. It's just a good value play. This is just a 4 mana 3/3 that's also going to cheat you in another card, probably. And the familiar. 4 mana 3/3 flash. You can ambush something. Kind of hard to cast. Gain 3, surveil 3. Counter a creature. Nice. So this is like Mystic Snake. And is also a snake. Destroy target enchantment. Alright. I don't feel like this is all that busted of a pool, honestly. I'm going to hold off on Herd Heirloom. It's definitely playable, but it's not like a reason to push into the colors. Let's see if the uncommons are good. What do we got? This is a sack a creature trick that makes the whole team indestructible. And 1/1 counters on him. One sec. I'm all stuffy. Alright. This is definitely a go wide combat trick. This is like a Mardu card. I'm going to kind of break this up by guild theme a little bit. Definitely seems playable. It plays really nicely with having tokens. Both of these do that. Mobilize 3. This is a cool card. Dog's losing his mind. So, I mean, on the surface, this is a 3 mana 3/4 on offense, but slightly better than that. And on defense, it's bad. I mean, it's 3 mana 0/4. You really need to be leveraging the tokens for this to be playable, probably. But I mean, Duty Beyond Death definitely does that. Zergo. Yeah, I mean, this is playable in the Mardu deck. Starry-Eyed Skyrider. Okay. Toss another creature. And tokens have flying. Okay, so this is a way to make the tokens just get in consistently. I don't love this card, actually. I mean, maybe it's actually fine. It really needs help. I'm seeing a problem with a lot of these Mardu cards is that they all need help. I guess if you're all in and have the synergies going, this all adds up to a lot. There's a lot of cards here where I'm like, this could be good if it's with the right stuff. And when your whole deck is like that, it's tricky. Russ, what do you want about? All right. Oh, this is just a really nice removal spell. It's stapled onto a really nice dragon. Oh, this card's great. I love it. Surveil on upkeep. and then occasionally get a 2/2. Yeah, I'm not looking to do that probably. Given the color skew here. Okay, so this is like a syncopate or whatever, but slightly better. That's okay. 2 of those. I mean, if I'm in a deck that wants to be playing counterspells, that seems totally reliable. I think this card is really good. Like, these little cheap lifelinkers in Limited tend to be solid, and then this just having a really good renew ability. Like, he's efficient. He's impactful. Seems like a really good uncommon to me. 3 mana, 3/2 flash, sack a creature to give this indestructible. Okay, so this is a token payoff. And tap it. So you're mostly going to do this after blocks. Okay. I mean, I'm going to put this in this stack because it feels like it needs to be in the Mardu deck to do its thing. Wow, wait. This drains for 1 when a creature dies? That is sick with tokens. You swing with like some of these mobilized things like the Pack Beasts and just immediately drain them for like 3 if they don't block this. And it makes its own token too. I like this. This seems really good. In the right deck. That's going to be a recurring theme here. Honestly, that's a sign of a good set to me. When there's a lot of cards where you're like, yeah, in the right circumstances, this is awesome. 3 mana, mobilize 1. Power's equal to creatures. Okay. So this swings as a 2/3 by default, but it easily is bigger than that. It does the token thing. I think I'm going to try to actually play the Mardu deck here. This guy is wildly good. That is like a way pushed uncommon. 2/1/1 counters at sorcery speed, vigilance, trample, harmonize? Okay. I think that adds up to quite a bit. This is a 2 mana 2/3. That's a good start. Oh my god. It's a really good uncommon too. I've got some really good green in this pool. Petty Revenge is solid. How's the dragon half? Also solid. The option to just play Petty Revenge if they don't have a target for the dragon's ETB is really nice. I feel like this is just generally going to be good. Dang. Should I be an Abzan? Because my green and black were both real solid. I'd have to drop a lot of the token stuff. But I would get to play this guy. He's not a big reason to push into something. Here's a Nomad Outpost as a reason to just do the Mardu thing. Oh, I have 2? That's really nice. Jeskai land I don't see happening because I don't really think I have the support to play blue probably. 4 to target creature or planeswalker and you get 2 life. Yeah, that's a good Mardu card too. Okay, maybe I am just Mardu. Man, it's between Abzan and Mardu for sure. I need to read the monument, see what this whole cycle does. Search one of your 3 basics for 2. So it's like a land cycling for 2. And pay the whole color spread and 1 to make 2 1/1s. Okay. So it's like a curve smoother that can do something if you stall out. Not ultra thrilled for that. I think I'm probably just going to go ahead and kill the blue to simplify the card pool a bit. If I see like a super deep blue pool, which it doesn't look to be. I'll reconsider. Alright. So, I gotta eliminate a color. And that color is either going to be green if I go Abzan, or green if I go Mardu, or eliminating red if I go Abzan. I mean, the annoying thing is I have the rares here, but I had such good green. Really good green. Okay, wait. Here's Mardu stuff. Let's look at the other fixing. This goes in either deck, so that's just great. This only goes in Mardu. It's a really good fixing for Mardu. This only goes in Abzan, and I don't think I'm playing the blue land. This is kind of like reasons to play Abzan, reasons to play Mardu. This is more of a Mardu card, so I'm leaving it in the Mardu pile. Same with this. Same with this. This is red. This is probably good enough to play in either deck. It's definitely at its best in Mardu, but I'll put it in the anything pile. And this goes in any deck. Okay. So here's the play them in either deck. Here's the pretty much have to be Abzan. Here's the pretty much have to be Mardu. It's a little unfortunate that... Oh, Evolving Wilds. Nice. Okay, I got good fixing. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the the best cards seem to be like my green uncommons and stuff, but they are in a shallower pool. I'll have to see how many playables I end up with. Let's go through it. So this is either deck, only the Abzan deck, only the Mardu deck. How excited am I to play one of these guys? Not very. I'll put one of them in the Mardu pile. I mean, a 1-mana 1/2 that scries 2 and filters, it's a good smoother, but you really can't be running a lot of this kind of stuff. Alright. 2-mana 2/1, first strike during your turn and pumps your team. This is definitely a Mardu card. It seems like even the monocolor cards really push for a specific archetype most of the time. This is a 2-mana... 2-mana for... If you do the Spirit mode, this is 2-mana for 2/3 worth of stats, split across 2 bodies where one of them flies. Which is good. And... this is probably good enough to play in either deck. Osseous Exhale. This is just flexible removal. Not amazing, but it's fine. Gonna be good in either deck. I don't... Okay, so we're not looking at flurrying. But is this good in a non-Jeskai deck? Maybe. This gets to scry over and over and grow over and over if you got the flurry thing going. I mean, if you trigger this once, it's a 3-mana 3/4 with a scry. And that is good enough. So that's not too much work to actually make this good. Oh, this is an Oblivion Ring. Yep. We play those. This guy's kind of a maybe. I feel like this guy will be better in the Mardu deck, probably. Got one Tempest Hawk. Not doing that. Alright, this is a 2/2 soldier for 2, which is very underwhelming. Or... Man, if this was an adventure card, it would be reasonable. 5 mana, 3/4, Flying Vigilance. With a decent combat trigger. I'm feeling pretty medium on this card. I'm going to hold off for now. Like, the Omen side of it feels not good enough in most circumstances, and the other side of it feels like okay. I'm not loving it. Wow. This guy is often going to be like a 4 mana 4/3 draw card or better. Very good. This feels like a pretty good common. I've got 2 of them. Looks underwhelming at first glance because it's a 6 mana 4/3, but this is often going to cost way less and just draw you a card immediately. I'm pretty sure this is just getting played in either deck. Still at its best in Mardu. Alright. I'm going to skim blue. I don't think I'm playing blue. I'm not playing blue. Blue is dead. We'll just go ahead and declare it. So both of these decks are black-white. All these black cards are contenders for either deck. Sack a creature for 1 to exile something at sorcery speed. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Obviously much better in the tokens deck, but that gets anything for 1 mana. Seems reasonable. Abzan Devotee. This is a 2 mana 2/1. It filters your mana, and you can get them back. This one seems more okay than some of the others, since it's a 2 mana 2/1. Yeah, sure. 4 copies of Alesha's Legacy. I mean, that's a good combat trick. Still not gonna... Actually, yeah, this is good in Mardu because it lets you swing with the token makers and not have to worry about them getting blocked. I'll put like 1 copy of it in the either deck pile for now. I played against this in the pre-release and it was surprisingly annoying. You do need a counter for it to be good, because a 2 mana 1/2 is not good enough on its own. But if you have a counter, it goes from being not good enough to being quite good and quite annoying. I played against a deck that put a couple of counters on this, and it was immediately very scary. But it really wants to be in the counters deck. So I'm just going to put this into this pile. Where was I here? 3 mana 1/3 Death Touch. Okay. Pretty defensive. Mobilize 1. And Surveil 1 on enter. Okay. I mean, it does the thing. This feels very much like filler to me. Because I don't want to be playing a ton of cards of this quality, I'm just going to put 1 in the... Stop putting things in the wrong pile. Arena? I'm just going to put 1 in the Abzan pile. 2 mana. 1/1 counter draw card. Alright. I mean, that's reasonable. Belongs in this deck. Flying Death Touch. When this creature enters exile, up to 2 cards from a single graveyard. I mean, a 3/5 Flying Death Touch does work, for sure. Costs 6. Occasionally is going to deal with their graveyard things, and you can just cycle it away for value if you want. I think this card's okay. it feels like its main purpose is going to be just cycling it away to put counters on things to get the synergies from the counter deck, which is fine. I imagine I would play some of these. It's flexible too. It's an okay filler. Alright, let's look at red. These would only go in the Mardu deck. This is a power-only combat trick, which I don't love. It's got Harmonize, which you can play from the graveyard and discount it by tapping something. I'm not excited to be running this. So I'm going to overlook it. I don't think we're doing Just Guide Devotee Flurry shenanigans. This is an okay filler for the Mardu deck if I need to. 2 mana, 1/3, Menace, Mobilize 1. This is just your classic filler common for this deck. It does the thing you want. It does it reliably. Twin Bolt. Alright. Yeah, I'll play Twin Bolt. Is it sorcery speed? It's instant. Okay, yeah, Twin Bolt seems good. Choose one. 2 pumps, which are good pumps. Giving 2 creatures +2/+1 can push through a lot of damage. This is kind of like a lava axe to the face if you need it to be in like a token deck. And kind of a worse draw too. I mean, this definitely needs to be surrounded by a lot of token making to be good. I wouldn't want to run a bunch of them, but one's probably fine. This is 3 mana for 2 bodies, and it sneaks something through. Seems playable, but not exciting. 5 mana, deal 5, that then immediately gives you 3 mana back. Gets around the tempo hit of having to tap out for a removal spell. It's instant speed. But I bet you main phase this a lot so that you can use the other mana. I bet this will be at its best in the Mardu deck. I'll put it in the Mardu stack. It seems playable. Alright, let's see what green has. Snakeskin Veil. Okay. Okay, the green uncommons were great, but the green commons are falling flat here. This guy I played with in the pre-release, and he is quite solid. I was very happy with this guy. Oh, he ramps you if you control a dragon. How many dragons do I have? 4? Interesting. Target player mills 2, gain 2. Okay. I'm gonna try to actually do the Mardu thing, I think. So I even only have 1 green fixer, so it's not even like splashing stuff is gonna be all that easy. Maybe I could splash the Road Watcher or something. Alright, I'm gonna cut all this green. This is a very splashable card in a deck that's playing black also. Because you're almost always happy to do Petty Revenge, and then by the time you get to 5 mana, having 1 green to randomly be able to use the other mode could be decent. I think if I'm going to splash anything, it would be these 2. You know what, though? This guy takes Graveyard Setup. And this isn't so good that I'm going to go out of my way for it. I'm not reliably going to have counters. I don't care that much about Graveyard Shenanigans. If I'm not splashing green, I don't need Jungle Hollow. So it's a question of, is Feral Deathgorger going to get played in a Mardu deck? And the answer is, I don't know. Alright. Here's our pool. This is looking good. So right now I'm at 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts it at 27. So I need to cut 4 cards, I believe. Is there like an auto sort somewhere on this? Let's start doing stuff. All right. Deck build. Yup. Spells I'm going to leave over here. Really like this guy. Combat trick. Total filler. Removal. Pack beasts. Removal. This guy seems good enough, but I'm really not. The awkward thing about him is he kind of wants you to be playing 2 different decks at once in order to be good. But I'm assuming some creatures will hit my graveyard, and he'll be totally reasonable. You just can't really lean into the graveyard thing without being in the deck that doesn't care as much about the mobilize thing. But I mean, the Death Touch and Body is solid anyway. And if the game goes long, he can start pushing through. Yeah, he's good. I think. Death Touch, Mobilize, Surveil. I like this. It's kind of an okay trick. Creatures you control. This pushes something through. You are big. Wow, I have a lot of 3s. I like this guy a lot in this deck. This is obviously wild. I'll have to think about that one. Each creature you control, so this doesn't care. I was thinking for a second it cared about how much power you haven't played. This is just like, yeah, it's fantastic in this deck. Really love this. I'm actually going to count this as a creature and put it out here, but put it in the 2-drop slot. It's often going to get cast for the removal half. This guy is not a creature, so I worry a little bit about creature count with him. Don't want to run too many of those type of things. I have 19 right now. That's a lot. 27. All right. I think this guy is questionable. Honestly, I think this guy is too. This 5-mana deal 5 feels pretty weak. And I've got some exile-based removal that can get anything. I'm at 26. I gotta cut 3 cards. I will happily cut one of these. So I need to cut 2 cards now. This is a pretty low curve, actually. It's a little awkward not really having top-end payoff, honestly. Because this is like looking like an aggro deck, but then I don't have as many 2s as I would want in an aggro deck, but that's sealed for you. I have very good 3s, and a lot of them. I guess running lots of 2-mana removal at least gives me something to do. Duty Beyond Death I feel mixed about. I kind of want to run it just to try it and see how good it feels in play. Maybe I kill this, since I've already got the thing that... Need to cut 2 cards. I guess I'm going to be playing a lot of early removal. I sort of wish I had like one or two more early plays that did something with the mobilize mechanic. Here's Flurry Guy, but I'm not really looking for more threes. Counter on it, huh? I mean, if I run two of the Death Gorgers, that could be fine. Do I have anything else that does counters? I don't have enough counter sources for that to be good. I only have like 2 or 3 in the whole deck. I didn't see this one. I skipped over this. Wipe their graveyard and make them sack something? Never a fan of these edict effects. Does this add up to enough, though? Could run this guy just as a flurrier. He fixes for red-white, technically. I do feel like I could use a 2-drop that can actually attack. He is so marginal here, though. I feel like I should cut my worst 3 and some of the clunkier removal and tricks and put in like one more 2-drop. Ooh, a bunch of people hopped on. Hello, everybody. The Vanguard. Number of creatures you control. Means I really want a 2-drop down, yeah. What's my worst 3-drop here? I have really good 3-drops. A lot of them. Oh, this is Vigilance. I didn't notice that. I feel like I need another 2-drop, and it should either be the Jeskai Devotee. Oh, you know what? I should absolutely be playing this card. I don't know why it wasn't in. What's my worst removal here? I don't need to be playing all these tricks. Duty Beyond Death, Alesha's Legacy. Like, Duty Beyond Death seems like it could be busted if you get the tokens thing going. Alesha's Legacy is reasonable. I think I might, like, seize the opportunity a little more in this deck. I need to make 2 cuts. What's my creature count? 19? I do have a lot of creatures. Alright. Let's cut you and cut... one more thing. Might actually be one of these. I like having a high creature count here. And technically some of my creatures can be cast as spells instead of creatures, so I'm not worried about having too many creatures. Behold a Dragon. Just for 2 life. I'm cutting one of the 2 combat tricks. Is it Seize the Opportunity or Duty Beyond Death? This is so flexible because you could just cycle it away to draw a bunch of cards if you're out of things to do, which seems good in a deck that doesn't have anything more expensive than 4, because I could run out of gas. This makes the whole team indestructible. This is sack a token to give 1/1 to the whole team permanently. That's so good. Maybe I actually cut another creature. I don't know. I've got 18 right now. I'm going to cut the Death Gorger, actually. I don't have top end, which is why I put him in. But this cycles back in after you cast it, so it'll reliably be in the deck. These draw another card, so they just kind of keep me rolling through gas. I've got Seize the Opportunity. This kind of card draw to keep digging for stuff. Yeah. I'm a little worried about not having the top end that I need, but I should be able to get a lot of pressure in. And a lot of these cards kind of break parity and push through damage, so I don't think the games are going to stall out forever and have me wishing I had a giant thing. Is this guy good? Just as the dragon half? It's okay. I don't love it. Alright. 7, 23. We're good. We're good. 4, 4, 4. Right down the middle. I like it. This looks fun. We're going to see how it goes. I feel like I'm lacking some good... like, 1 or 2 more good 2-drops would really make this deck, I think. Let me count my colors real quick. First of all, I have way more white than the other two. Why did it do balanced lands? Because all these are white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white sources for 65% white deck. That's borderline. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources. That is plenty. 7, 8 red sources. So 8 red, 8 black. I almost feel like I could drop a red for a white. I have a lot less red than white. Maybe it's fine as is. Alright, let's try some games, see how it goes. See how Mardu goes. I'm a little skeptical. I think the other archetypes might be better, but I can see... well, that's perfect mana. This is a slow hand, but I have my 3 colors, so I'll go for it, I guess. Hopefully I'll draw a 2-drop or a 1-drop. Don't love it. This guy's not even the best to play on turn 3 either, but this is so good. And I'm going to get to cast it on turn 3. Oh, that's so fine with me. What is this? Harmonize. Okay. I haven't seen the glowy border yet. Sweet. I get to hold up Flashy Flash. And then get in there with a Siege Breaker. Tapped land, huh? Alright, if you have a counterspell, you're gonna have to make decisions. Doesn't seem like they do. Oh, they have a removal spell? So now I have an awkward choice to play the Siege Breaker with nothing. Nah, I play this guy first. Because the Siege Breaker exiling this guy would be dope, actually. He gets to make a copy of this every turn, and then it double triggers the death effect. Let's hope they don't remove that. They're going to remove it. They're targeting it. This is annoying. Play another thing. Stop having removal. At some point, I need something to exile to the Siege Breaker. Holy moly, there's a lot of people watching. Magic is hot this week on Twitch. Harmonizing, huh? Okay. Wow, that's a 6/6 already? With Ward 1. Ugh, it's already out of reach of both of my deal 5s. That's super brutal. This guy has Death Touch Haste. He's gonna make a copy of this. Yep. I'm hitting him for a lot. I'm gonna lose to Eshki. They got rid of too much of my early pressure. Now I've got a very shallow hand situation and 2 removal spells that can't hit this because it immediately became a 6/6. Ugh. This discounts all their spells by 2? Ugh. This card's really good. I had this in the pre-release. It was better than it looked. I don't love this. If they remove my Siege Breaker, I feel like I'm pretty much just dead. But we'll see. And they could very easily do that. Alright, I'm going to just go ahead and remove the Battle Crier. At sorcery speed. And if they let me make the token, Duty Beyond Death becomes a way to push through, which is nice. I will trade this for Eshki if they're cool with it. Okay. I mean, I could see this working out okay. This has Ward 1. Am I going to get to kill it? If this works, I'm pretty happy. Wow, I got rid of Eshki. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that. They still have a lot of cards, though. This is going to be an uphill battle. Woof! So many people watching. I am just a humble doofus that is not used to having 15 viewers. Welcome, everybody. It's a lot of Magic traffic right now. Alright. What do you got, friend? I'm fine with you spending mana drawing cards right now. Duty Beyond Death is looking real awkward at the moment. Now you have 3 mana to work with? Alright. They made a big thing. Well, somehow I might be winning this. Didn't think it was going to happen. 1/0 indestructible. I'm almost going to be able to do this. I guess the salt... They're both Pack Beasts. I was going to call it the Pack Beast. This lets me have Duty Beyond Death up. If I need it to save my Siegebreaker. And this could be a lot cheaper to cast next turn. I guess I'll do this. I hope I don't have to Duty Beyond Death the Pack Beast to save the Siegebreaker, but we'll see. One of the ways they get back in this is just killing off the Siegebreaker and then blocking, so... If I need to Duty Beyond Death it to make another one, I will. Don't love them gaining that life. That actually could make a difference. Because I'm going to be pushing through with a couple tokens to try to finish them off. But we'll see. Okay. It still doesn't really do it. Ah, gain 3 life is a problem. That is annoying. Alright. I'll play a Plains. I think now I swing in. They're tapped out. Yeah. This mobilizes 3. I get to Duty Beyond Death one of them. I'm going to have a lot of creatures. Is this enough? This might be enough. +1/+0, indestructible. Definitely going on you. I think you're dead, friend. 3 of these going through. They all become 2/2s. Got ya. Wow, actually won that game. I was about to get to draw another card and play a creature for free too. Nice, won the first game. The deck did the thing. That is for sure. Still wish I had another 2-drop. Would I rather have Flurry Boy than Mardu Devotee, since this is kind of an attacky deck? The Fixin's not as good, and it doesn't have the Scry, but it seems fairly easy to get the Flurry going, and a lot of the time that's going to swing as a 3/3. I'm going to... Maybe I still keep this, though? I feel pretty underwhelmed by the Mardu Devotee. Let's try this. I don't know. Maybe I should be playing the Devotee for the smoothing and the fixing, but 1 mana 1/2 with no other offensive ability in a deck that's trying to swing out and do damage feels really marginal. I like Alchemist Assistant a lot. I need red. I don't like that this hand is a whole bunch of non-creature spells and doesn't have red. But I am on the draw with a life linker that I can play on turn 2. I need to hit a red land. I can see this going sideways, but I guess I will keep. That is not a red. This will be a very nice draw if I draw a mountain, though. Siegebreaker. Ooh. This makes a token every time it swings? No. Why, God? Alright. That's going to be rough to beat. Need to draw a mountain, and I haven't. I have 0 playable cards. Oh, they chose to grow it instead of making a token? I'm super fine with that. Alright. Yeah, this is the awkward draw 2 more red cards without drawing a mountain case. I probably should have mulliganed. He said in hindsight. knowing what he drew. I said Death Toucher, that's annoying. There's the token. Yeah, this is going to be hard to beat. Sinkhole Surveyor is great. I don't even think I've seen that card yet. Alright. Well, at least this guy's castable. I really would like to hit a red. At least I'm not, like, dying because of the life gain, but at the same time, like, I'm kind of dying if he keeps spitting out tokens. Is he just going to chump with a token for no reason? I feel like my opponent has made 2 decisions I disagree with so far, so I'll take it. I do not think he should have endured a counter onto that, and I do not think he should have blocked with that token. And I am fine with both. Yeah, okay. Oh, dear. Alright. This has Mobilize 1. I'm probably going to swing with both of these because I can sack the assistant. No, I can sack the token, actually. Don't even need to sack the assistant. Man, I'm doing work without drawing red, at least. Alright. Do I sack the token? Yeah. Just gonna go ahead and do this to get the counters going. It's a nice blocker for the Rhino. If it doesn't get removed. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of damage here. At least I'm gaining life off the assistant repeatedly. If I draw a red, I get to immediately start doing wild stuff. The Surveyor's about to be out of striking range of all of my 5 damage removal spells, which has happened 2 games in a row. They're going to grow it, or they're going to token. Alright, they tokened. That still keeps him in striking distance. That is good. Oh, this is without flying. Oof. Death Toucher's annoying. If I do this, I can exile this, but it loses its counter. But then I get to attack with a copy of it that makes the Siegebreaker indestructible. That's not great. This is tough. I think... Oh, this is real tough. I'm going to just swing with the assistant to gain life. Because I'm willing to trade it with the brigade. Not sure. Okay. Alright. Don't know if I played this right. Probably didn't. He's gonna mobilize into me now? Okay. This seems very aggressive for somebody at 10 life. Don't have removal, please. Is the Siegebreaker gonna just get him here? I would like to draw like a cheap creature that I could play alongside the Siegebreaker so that I have something to immediately exile, but we'll see. Oh, this guy. I mean, if he's going to sack the 1/1, he's not really going to have the ability to block me sufficiently. Yeah, this is maybe not going to go great for him. Oh, it's red. This is awkward. I could Siegebreaker the reigning victor. It'll lose its counter forever. Then I can't even swing with the assistant. You know... I think maybe I'm just going to do this. Let him trade if he wants to. He doesn't. Oh. Well, if that be the case... He's very close to just being dead at Twin Bolt. Just gonna play this then. Next turn I can probably get him with one of these two if he doesn't gain a chunk of life or something. I feel like my opponent has not played this game super well. Made a couple of weird decisions that are putting him at more risk, and it probably is gonna decide the game. Alright, he's got a huge team, but like... He's at 3 life. Is he gonna swing with stuff? He has mobilized with this, so... He gets to swing for a ton here. If he wants. He doesn't. Alright, that's probably for the best for him. Oh, this is... Is this just unbeatable? This is unbeatable. There's nothing he has lifelink. I could swing the whole team into him. I even have Twin Bolt. Everything that dies is going to drain him. GG. Yeah, I feel like my opponent could have won that if they were a little bit more responsible with their life total. And if they had kept making tokens instead of randomly growing things with Endure, but... Yappers. Nice. Alright. I need to refill my coffee, so I'm going to AFK for just a minute. I'll manually kick an ad on Twitch since I'm getting up. Nope. One of them just ran. Well, you're welcome. You just got back from an ad and I'm AFKing for a sec. Sorry about that. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's keep it going. I'm glad that I'm winning games with Mardu, because it was the archetype that I was a little skeptical of, but Mobilize is fun. I really like this set, honestly. I think Mobilize is a really fun way to do the aggro archetype. It's a lot more interesting than your typical aggro setup. And I like the themes. I hope Mardu ends up good in like straight up draft so that you can build these type of decks consistently, or at least a chunk of the time. Because it is real fun popping off with the tokens and sacrificing them to do stuff and doing like overrun effects, and the synergies are strong, and it makes for way more interesting games than just play a big thing, swing, play a big thing, swing. It's like a lot of decisions to be made. A lot of good space. It makes combat tricks a lot better when there's like all these tokens to toss and sacrifice and buff and redirect damage onto. I don't know, it just seems awesome. I really like the Mardu shtick. Alright. Game 3. Yep. Gonna fetch a white, obviously. Am I on the play here? Looks like I am. Wasn't paying attention. Who is this goblin with a map and a butt crack over here? I've never seen this. What are you doing? Actually, this hand seems very good. See how it goes. Play against red. Fetch a plains. Nice. Is it bearer? I don't know if there's like a shock or a bolt or something in this set. I don't actually remember. There's this thing, obviously. But a 1-mana one? I don't know. Ooh. That is actually pretty annoying. Oh wait, this has first strike. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. I guess I still remove it though. But I get to do it instant speed, so that's fun. So, it's a little bit of a decision point here. I could avoid them having a pump spell for the Devotee if I play this now, but I might be able to hit a second thing if I wait. I guess I wait. If they want to spend a pump spell, keeping their Devotee alive, like, during combat, and not play anything else during the turn, that's okay, since I still have another follow-up removal spell for it. Alright. Just gonna see if they have a pump. I don't know. Alright, it worked. Everything's fine. Alright, now I want to draw black pretty badly. When this becomes tapped. Alright. I'm just gonna remove that. That card's quite good. Missed my land. If I draw any land, I get to current something. If I draw black, I can play this guy. Any land would let me play this in theory. Alright, they're looting. I need to hit land and not be super stalled out here, because this is a little bit concerning. I guess I can at least play Exhale if nothing else. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Well, this is pretty annoying. Just classic mana screw going on now. It's crossed over from being slightly clunky to being actually kind of a giant problem. There's 13 more lands in the deck. I've drawn 12 cards. Oh no, that puts it out of range of Osseous Exhale. Okay. This is the third game in a row where I've had a deal 5 in my hand that wasn't enough. So that's actually pretty noteworthy, I think. Why is this not highlighting? 1 less to cast for each creature you control. Oh, it's discounted down to 5, not from 5. Alright. Yeah. I'm just gonna get walloped in the face a bunch. Hopefully they play something I can just current at instant speed. Oh, no. It's not an instant. Well, this is awkward. About to just die to this thing. I'm actually in a ton of trouble. Champion. Alright. I guess I could have held back my 2-1 to be able to... Man. I could go to 1. Ugh. I hate this. I think I'm pretty much dead. Wait. This puts a 1-1 counter on something, yeah, so they can just kill me. I literally have no choice but to... Why would it not suggest a legal configuration here? Alright. Yeah, I'm in chump block mode. And they're gonna put me to 1. I believe you. If they have a land, they kill me with that. Otherwise, they take me to 1. Alright, that did it. There were so many things that killed me there. Yeah, that was awkward. Never hit black. And for the 3rd game in a row, I had a deal 5 removal spell that could not do enough damage to kill the thing they were swinging at me with. Seems like there's a lot of ways to grow a big giant beast. You see deal 5 damage and think, oh yeah, that'll kill anything. But it seems like it's going to be pretty common for people to play big chunky stuff just because of the 1-1 counters. Okay, here we go. This is a hand. Yeah, this is a good hand. I'm on the draw though. Chess guy. Hopefully they play something I can twin bolt. Well, they didn't play anything. I'm just gonna play the tapped land. This guy is really good if they don't have removal for him. I assume I just play him out. Although, I could make him indestructible. Just has to sack another creature. Alright. They've got 2 mana untapped. Don't really want this guy to get countered, but at the same time. I'm just gonna play him. If they don't have an answer, he wins the game. If they do have an answer, I've still got stuff to do. Okay, I don't know if I have an answer to that, actually, but it's alright. That has mobilize? Yeah. I like this card. Oh, Zergo. Oh. That's a commitment. Really? Just guy all in on dragons over there? It's a little surprising. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna be... Oh, okay. Oh, they've got the Shrine Keeper there. And it's a 5-drop. They're probably playing that next turn. I guess I don't have a removal spell for it straight up, so I'm gonna play the thing that mobilizes just to make more creatures next turn, play a tapped land, and next turn I should be able to... Pack Beast? And yeah, they've removed my 2 really good cards, so we've got a game on our hands now. Actually don't have a removal spell for that dragon either. This card is real good. Come on. Now I want my deal 5s. This costs 5. It'll cost 4 after this attacks. Okay. I think I play this creature. Swing with this. And then play the Pack Beast. Just get as much power out as I can. Get pressure going. Let's see what they got. I mean, I got good things happening over here. But they are gaining life and drawing cards. Don't do anything too busted with your 6 mana, 5 cards. 7 mana, 5 cards. It's fine, I'm just choking on coffee. I really like this set. Really like this Pack Beast. This guy is sweet. I plan to just stack my deck with these frequently. Okay, that's card draw. They played 2 pretty low impact cards, actually, given how much they were able to look at and use. Nice. This is actually going to be awesome. They can't really profitably block anything here, right? Because I can... Because I can make that indestructible. Like, this block doesn't really do anything. It's just going to... Evolving Wilds to thin the deck, I guess. Because I don't want to draw more lands. I'm gonna seize the opportunity on their end step, probably, just to draw, because I'm running out of things to do. Maybe? I don't know. See what they play. I'm a little worried they're just going to play too many big chunky things that I'm not going to be able to push through, but we'll see. Alright, they're hitting. We go to 9. Can a life draw a card? Man, this thing is so good. It's an insane uncommon. Menace Mobilize.
Okay. We're under a lot of pressure. What are the chances I could just push through enough damage to... Oh. Okay. Can't do anything about that. Alright, now we're on the back foot. Let's fetch. Got red, 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 black, 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 white, white. Well, I've got exactly 3 of everything. Got a lot of red in my hand. I'll take mountain. And do I seize? I think I do. I don't see the +2/+1 being super useful here. This draws me cards to do stuff with. Ooh. Oh, nice. Nothing to do with Twin Bolt right now. Let's detain the Shrine Keeper, probably. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna detain the Shrine Keeper. I'm gonna play out the Assistant, and I'm gonna play out the Vanguard. I think the best thing to do is Vanguard first. Just to have another option for a thing to sacrifice, even though it doesn't really matter. I don't know. I'm going to play a Plains. I'm going to swing with everything. Okay. I'm not going to sack that. Wait, they are beholding a dragon, so this costs them 2 life if I need to cast both of my other spells. They're back up to 15. Let's detain the Shrine Keeper. Play the Assistant. Pass turn. It's gonna be a dicey game. Got rid of their biggest threat, though. Ugh. Draining me for 2? They have another shrine. Their deck is stacked. Okay. I just was screwed in general. Oh, I could have stayed alive there, but it didn't matter. Yeah, 2 Shrine Keepers and a Stalwart. They had a really stacked deck. Just got buried under dragon advantage. Alright, well, we started strong. Yeah, this is fine, I guess. It's a 2-lander, but I've got something to do, and I've got all my colors. There's another swamp. Okay, sweet. Got my color fixins. Yeah. What? do you do? Okay. I don't care that much about that, actually. That's fine. It's got Ward 2. I could just Storm Brood that thing to death. Seems pretty good. But developing the board also seems good. Yeah, I'll develop. This is fine. I don't know. Pack Beast is going to be cheap next turn. See what they got. Okay. Don't love it. Oof. Really don't love it. I can't kill that for the moment. I guess I just need to detain it. Yeah, I just need to take care of that thing. Could play Avenger, but it doesn't do much yet either. I'm just going to detain that while they're tapped out. Play against a lot of Jeskai. Ooh, that thing gets out of control very fast. I need to kill that, so I don't have a whole lot of choices besides doing this. Next turn I can actually current that thing to death if it hasn't grown. You can't have any decisions here, opponent. What are they thinking about? They go to 10. If I could just defibrillate and current this, it's going to be a nice tempo swing. But we'll see. I could also like draw a land and double spell, kill their other thing, depending on what it is. They're going to remove my Victor. Vector, Victor, Vector. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of tempo swings, I'm gonna try to current that, I guess. This really backfires if they deal with it, but I can't keep getting hit, so I feel like I just gotta go for it. If they have like a counter for this, it's gonna be ugly. Nice. Alright. We go up to 15, nobody's got creatures in play. I've got a lot of things to do. I feel better. that was going to start to be a problem card, so feel okay. I would like to like double creature, so drawing a land would be nice. Ugh, hate the stalwart. Okay, there we go. Yeah, play you, play Avenger. I have no creatures in graveyard, but this is a nice blocker, and this thing makes me have to care about my life total, so see how it goes. Pack beasts are getting cheaper. If I draw a white, I think I can just play out my whole hand, which is awesome. These things are so good. What do you do? Okay.
And I have no attacks. I mean, actually, I do. What are they going to do? Double block? That's not going to go well for them. It's just 2 free damage. Really? Really? Do they have a Wrath? That worries me a little. So that block makes no sense unless they're about to wipe the board. About to swing for 13. They've either got a sweeper or they're dead. I don't like how much they're thinking. Oh, the stream's having issues. Sorry about that. I'll probably restart things between games here after this one. Looks like there was a disconnect. All right. Cool. Anyway, I think there was an ad rolling when I said this, but I saw there was a stream disconnect a minute ago and it had to reconnect, so I'm keeping an eye on it. Actually, looks like there's been 2. Like it looks like my bit rate's okay. Not sure why it blipped off. I guess I'll just keep it running. If there's more disconnects and stuff, I'll try resetting my network and take like a 5-minute break to try to fix the stability, but I guess it's up right now. Let's keep on doing some things. Bearer of Glory is very nice 2-drop. Yeah, this hand is solid. I've got a 2-drop into a 3-drop with 2 removal spells. Yeah. I've been kind of unimpressed with Twin Bolt, honestly. This is a chunky format. It seems like a card that would normally be very good, but a lot of games I've drawn it, I've been like, what's this gonna do? Maybe it's just sample bias here because I haven't played that many games. I'm sure it'll be fine. But I've had a lot of spots where I've drawn this and been like, eh. Okay. Swing for 2. Play a Vanji. This is a nice aggressive open. It's the deck doing what it's supposed to do. It would do this more often if I had as many 2-drops as I'm supposed to. They're about to be in a rough spot here. I think with Mobilize, I can Pack Beast next turn. That would be nice. Or if I draw an untapped land. Are they going to remove something? This is a spot where enchantment-based removal is a lot better for me than them killing something with like a Destroy Target Creature spell. So, because I want my creature count high for the Pack Beast and the Vanguard. So hopefully if they have removal, it's just an enchantment or something. That is neither. Wow. This is gonna be great for me. I could put 2 creatures into play. Yeah, maybe that's what I do, actually. Pack Beast will be basically free next turn. Uh-huh. We're gonna go wide. It's a shame I can't play the Pack Beast. If this Evolving Wilds was a Plains, it would be so much better, but it's alright. We got a lot of juice out there now. And 2 removal spells to back it up. I feel like they're just about to be dead. Unless they have some kind of wild sweeper or something. Like, next turn I'm probably gonna be swinging for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe a lot more if I draw a land. They are just very close to just getting knocked out. But I'm sure they have something here. They're on 4 mana with a ton of cards in hand. Okay, that's pretty good. Takes a lot of pressure off. Ooh, they've got... Oh, God! They have a giant lifelinker? I don't like that. Ooh, that's really annoying. It's a 6/6 flying lifelinker for 5? That's so good. They've got the mana for it, too. Oh my god, that's gonna be brutally hard to deal with. Okay. Decisions. I mean, I could kill this guy, swing for 4. I kind of think I want to double spell the lifelinker next turn. So I'm just going to play Storm Singer. Pass the turn. This doesn't have haste, right? Alright. I guess I'm just going to wait, let them play their big thing, and then deal with it. This should work out fine. Assuming their plan is to cast that thing. I kind of hope they have a land here. Are they stuck on 4? So my plan is going to be wasted? Kind of wanted them to go ahead and play this so that I could knock them off tempo. And okay, there it is. Just play the big thing. They're swinging? Is this a board sweeper? I'm confused about what's going on over there. Alright. I now have 4 creatures in my graveyard, so this guy's mobilized 4 Death Touch. And if they play their big dragon now, I get to sweep it for a lot. Or I get to burn it. Come on, just play the dragon. I need you to play it when I have the opportunity to do something about it. What is this? Alright. That's fine, actually. Man, I keep not being able to play this Pack Beast because I'm stuck on white. I mean, I could play this one. I'm gonna play this one. I would like to hit a land drop, and I already have enough in play to not have to worry too much about being able to finish them. Alright. Maybe I should have played the other one because it gets around blockers better, but I don't know. Alright, there's the guy. And I think they're dead. What? Without... Oh! All my plans are ruined. Yikes. That's really bad. I miscalculated so badly. Maybe I can push through even if they gain 6 here. Hopefully they swing because they're eager to gain 6. Yeah. They go up to 10. I have a lot of damage coming at them now. If they play something I can burn, I get to just kill them. I don't know. I've got like 11 creatures coming at them right now. What is this? Tapped and attacking. So that doesn't make blockers. Let's see what they got. If they don't have like a removal spell, should be okay. These two are both embarrassingly useless here. Alright. Oh, they go down to 6. That's nice for me. Alright. Now I should be fine. Yeah. They're dead even without it because of the life loss. Alright. Whew. That game had me nervous. I need to pay more attention to that, to the wording on that. I got some kind of achievement. What is this? Color Mastery White. Have 400 creatures with power 2 or less enter under your control. Yay. I'm the king of magic. Alright. Got 4 wins. Grab some more coffee after this game. Jimmy Zuck. I am not happy with Starry-Eyed Skyrider. Giving something flying when your whole deck is 1/1s and little things that make 1/1s. This card has felt not good enough. I think in a lot of sets this would be great. I feel like it's not good enough. Ooh. Oh, okay. Just fetching a land. Oh, nice draw. Very nice draw. Get to play Devotee into Pack Beasts into maybe Double Spell. I don't know. We'll see. Sweet. What does this do? That's annoying. Big mana war. Another removal spell. They're chipping away over there. End of your next turn. That's different from next end of turn, I believe. If I'm reading this wrong, I'm going to get totally screwed by it, but let's generally token. Mana War. Killing the token. Okay. Play this. I think I'm gonna hold the removal spell and swing with the Devotee here. I'll trade it if they want to. Alright, they're letting me keep my wide board. Which is nice for me because I get to pump them. Lifelink, okay. I'm going to swing with this because I will sack the Kin Guard to keep it alive if they want to do that thing. They'll probably block it with the Assistant. Yeah. It's fine. Running out of gas here. I'm going to play this as a big flyer and hope they don't have removal for it. sort of flooding a little bit. At least I have a ton of life, so I'm not under immediate pressure. But I don't like going late game against Sultai. Stun? Okay. Yep. It's okay. Could be worse. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything with this right now. Okay, yeah. Gonna need to kill that. They're on 2 cards in hand. I think I just full block. They're gonna let this happen. I'd rather have the Ancestor than a Twin Bolt, so... But I get really blown out by a combat trick. I'm gonna play like they don't have anything. Alright. This works for me. That thing won't be growing anytime soon if this is dead. Do they have a 1 mana? Ah, the blowout is so real. That's devastating. They tapped out all but 1 mana and still had a 1 mana trick. And then I drew garbage. Alright. This is disastrous. I guess I should be trading that for the lifelinker. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I just want to draw a deal 5, but... And then they top decked a big creature. Alright. Well, swinging's not going to help here. I'm just going to have to trade. I have to trade for the lifelinker. Can they not top deck gas again? Okay. They're being very conservative here. Oh, that's recastable. That's annoying. Yeah, I'll take the 4. I'll take the 4 and chill out. Is their top card going to be gas again? My turn. Ugh. Why God? Could I draw one of my pack beasts into something? Good morning, Rage. How's it going? Currently being buried alive. So I've got that going for me, which is nice. Ah, cool. Oh, wow. This does not fix any of my problems. Your cheers are appreciated. Cheers to your cheers. I'm dead. Alright. Well, that concludes this deck. Went 4 and 3. That's alright. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do one more sealed, I think. There's still a lot of cards in this set that I haven't really got figured out. Rage. Do you want to pick my guild here? I just did Mardu. Abzan, Sultai, Teamer, Jeskai. Okay. I like Teamer. Wow, Ugin is amazing. This looks like not an amazing pool, but that's okay. Ugin is super busted. Get out of here with your bad land recommendations. Alright. Definitely Ugin. This card I think is kind of dodgy and limited. This card is amazing, and it was in the deck I just played, and I basically never got to play with it. Across 7 games, I never really... I don't think I swung with it a single time. It's pretty annoying. I like Surak. He's great. Copy any creature for 4. And then renew, play it from the graveyard. Yeah, this is fine. 2 Songcrafter Mages? 2 copies of a borderline unplayable card. Yeah, this card pool sucks. Don't like this. Don't like this. This may be okay. Actually, I mean, this card's really good. So is Zergo. Let's see what we got for this. Oh, wow. This is a nice little aggro package. Am I going to end up Mardu? 2 colors off from the color I picked, maybe? So this is like a 2 mana, make 2/2 2/2 blah. Make 2 1/1 prowesses. Buff 2 creatures. Kill a big thing. I like this. Got really good white stuff. Bounce Harmonize is good. Three 1/1s or Flash Flying for 5. Okay. 2 mana 1/3 unblockable. Mill them. Oh, target player. So you could self-mill to get graveyard stuff stocked up. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's pretty good with this, actually. Give it 4 power and then mill them out pretty quickly. This is a nice one. Putting these in the Teamer pile. No. This seems pretty great. If I'm like Sultai or something. There we go. Little shock. Little shocky shock. 4-mana, 2/4 flyer. Or a little counterspell. I have 3 of these? Why is this card pool full of duplicates of just barely passable cards? Alright. I've got 2 Frontier Bivouacs. Oh, I really like this. Alright, I'm probably just playing Teamer, I guess. Not this. Not doing the aggro thing. I guess the Ice Climber? I don't know. I don't want to play the Ice Climber by default. Here's a 2-drop. Here's a 4-drop. I really like Surak. I think he's great. This is kind of a 3. This is kind of a finisher. Do I have a way to splash black easily? I have no fixing for black. Never mind. Alright, playing Teamer. Didn't I have some text that referenced dragon spells? Dragon spells as though they had flash. Okay. Man, using this guy to clone one of these would be really good. I guess I'm going to play these. They're like 2-mana counterspells that can then just be dragons later. Whew, this card is good. I'm not playing white or black, so this is uncastable. What is this? Sultai Monument. This does fix for black, technically. 2 mana, search up a land, pay 5, tap, make 2, 2, 2. Yeah, I don't love that. Flying lifelink, and when it enters, it deals 3 to any target. That's not happening. Alright. Did I leave any rares behind that were actually good? I mean, a 3-mana 3/2 flash that doesn't do anything else is pretty dodgy. And all my stuff already has Harmonize. And like, this spell doesn't even hit the graveyard. Same with this one. These Songcrafter mages are just so bleh. My rares kind of suck this pool. Let's see what we can do about it. I generally like these kind of like annoying little combat tricks stapled on a creature. This reminds me of the little fairy flyers from like Eldraine and stuff. But don't know if this one's good enough. I think this is mostly here for triggering 2 spells a turn type effects. Here's just a Harmonize effect. Non-creature spell or dragon spell. So this type of thing is good for just triggering these. So I guess that's good. I don't know about Teamer Devotee. Might be passable when I've got nice late game. But I don't love playing a defender. Four mana, 2/5 vigilance. That becomes a 5/2 on your turn. And you can pay a ton to make it unblockable. I don't love this. Maybe it's passable. I already have a whole bunch of 4-mana 2/4s though. I'm not gonna run it. I like a big mana war. Let's do that. It just bounces their thing. It's a nice tempo swing. Skimming Strike is going to be good for triggering these Storm Brutes. I have a lot of dragons in this deck, actually. A lot of dragons. I guess that's good for having a triple Stormbrood. Maybe these will end up being good, actually. I've got lots of cantripping non-creature spells and dragons. Yeah. Like, I feel like this is not a great card, but I do have a lot of ways to trigger the +2. See how it plays. Don't like Wild Ride very much. Combat trick. Oh, yeah. 2 copies of Molten Exhale. Alright. We're cooking. The commons kind of are making up for the rares being bad. 2 copies of Molten Exhale in a deck full of dragons. Great. This is super versatile. Twin Bolt. I've been pretty unimpressed with Twin Bolt, but I will put 1 in my deck and continue regretting it. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you can rummage. 3 mana, 4/2. Seems like okay filler in a deck with a decent amount of harmonize, renew. Yeah. I liked Seize the Opportunity in my last deck quite a bit. Let's play a 3-drop. I guess. 4 mana, 4/3 reach. Something can't block this turn. Interesting. 5 mana, deal 5 to anything, get 3 mana back. Which would then let you cast one of these kind of things. Harmonize is a play it from your graveyard, basically. There's Harmonize and Renew kind of do the same thing. Renew is from your graveyard, you can use this to put counters on something. And Harmonize is from your graveyard, you can cast it. The only difference between this and just straight up Flashback is that you can tap a creature to pay mana for it. It's kind of like Convoke Flashback. It's like you can play it from your graveyard and you can discount it if you tap a creature. There's like 2 different casts from your graveyard effects in this set. 5 mana, 3/3 flying haste, pumpable. Feeling pretty dodgy about this too, but it seems like we're all in on the dragons plan. Nice. This is a 2 mana bite effect that also surveils if you have a dragon. I have a ton of dragons. I really like Champion of Doosan. I think this is a good card. In fact, it's basically just a better Rescue Leopard. I question whether Rescue Leopard is even good enough. The Rummage effect isn't nothing, but it's really kind of not great. I'll play a 2 mana 2/2 Vigilance that can kill an artifact. Sure. Guess this guy's probably playable. I really have all the dragons in the world. 3 mana 4/4 Defender. I mean, I have options to play a whole bunch of Defenders, but this doesn't seem like that aggressive of a set. I do have good finishers, so maybe there's something to that. Oh, nice. I got some common fixers here. I got 1 of each. That is really nice. Got 5 fixers. I could splash blue if I have a reason to. Were there any blue cards I passed over? Oh, wait, no. What am I talking about? I can splash white. Sage of the Skies might be worth splashing, honestly. It only costs a single white. It would be really easy to trigger the flurry with it. And getting a couple of flying lifelinkers just completely ends games a lot of the time. I might think about that, actually. Maybe I run like 1 Plains and Tranquil Cove. And I put in the... I have this guy that can search, so I would kind of have 3 white sources in the deck for the 1 card. Having to run a Plains to do that seems dodgy. This is a super clunky rampant growth, but it does get me to Ugin. You know what? I'm at exactly the right number of cards right now. I've got a bite, a burn, 2 good removal spells, a tempo bounce, another shock, and some whatever. Got very few early plays. Is my creature count 15? And a lot of my creatures are kind of not great because they're stapled to spells, so they're a little subpar. But I do have just... this is basically going to be play lands and removal until I can just, like, win with big Dargons, I guess. I almost want to ditch the Twin Bolt because it seemed so clunky in the last match, and put in like one more cheap creature if I have one. Teamer Devotee if I want to just gum up the board. This is like a mana leak, kind of. I have a lot of dragons. This is kind of a super mana leak. Play Humbling Elder, but I don't think that's great. Is playing 1 Dispelling Exhale good? Play another dragon. Maybe this is a deck for Teamer Devotee, I guess. I can dominate the air, so if I gum up the ground, that's probably okay. It fixes colors, which isn't crazy necessary, but also it just buys time for getting to all these dragons. I don't know. Seems like in the late game I get to just like harmonize, play big dragons forever. Oh, I didn't even see the Tawny back. I've got 2 of these. What am I doing? $24. I gotta cut 1 card. Rescue Leopard. Alright. Well, the Tawny bag is nice. I might then play the Devotee? I don't know. No, you know, I've got some early removal and cantrippy things to do on turn 2. I could counter spells. I've got this to help with fixing. Alright. I'm going to try it like this. It looks like my 2 slot is empty, but there's actually a decent number of things I can do on turn 2. None of them are proactive, but I'll try it like this, I guess. 4, 4, 4. That is... I have equal amounts of everything, so 1, 2, 3. I have 7, 7, 7. Ugh. Oh, never mind. I have 4 of each over here, and 4 over here, so I have 8, 8, 8 on my colors, and I'm like pretty close to a perfect split. Yep. Alright. Let's try it. I don't love it, but I could see this deck being good. I really just need to like have removal spells in my opening hand so that I can kill their early plays and then get to my big stuff. That's what it's going to come down to. I will take it. It has a shock. It then has a counter spell. I wish I was on the play with this hand, but they mulliganed. They played a Cliffs. Alright, got a leopard. Alright. I guess since they didn't play anything, I will leopard. They're going to remove it? Nope. They must have something they could cast, because they were, like, yielding through. These Dragon Islands are cool. Okay. That's fine with me. Huh. That's actually kind of funny. I'm going to play the champion. Getting 4 power down is going to be nice. And if they have like a removal spell for it, it still has harmonize, so or renew. Feeling okay about this one. Got a lot of tapped lands in this deck. But I haven't missed a land drop. I still have several cards that do things. Nice. Yep, hopefully they just have like a cheap burn spell and I get to counter it with Storm Brood or something. Nope. Alright, just gonna pass the turn. Okay, just a big card draw spell. They're gonna have a lot of gas, but... Ooh, that unsummons 2 things. Alright. That card is pretty cool. I haven't seen it before. So I could tap something to draw a card if they play like a blocker. Help myself hit land drops. Like that, probably. They're playing that without double spelling. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm going to tap that to draw a card. I would like to hit my lands. Yeah, there's a land. Okay. This has flash. This does nothing yet. Counterspell does nothing. Can't cast it. So I have nothing that I need to cast during my turn. I think I just swing and hold up like several different options. Flash in a 4/3 flyer or counter a small thing. I am totally fine with this attack. Has vigilance though, that's a little annoying. Double strike prowess. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna flash this. Probably bounce the prowess guy and play a Storm Brood and just try to win on tempo here. Yeah, let's do this. And if they have a combat trick, I get to counter it, which is sweet too. I will gladly trade the champion for the master if they want to try to do anything with it. Flying indestructible, what? Yep, alright. Well, I won't be playing a Storm Brood this turn. So now they're going to trade. That goes to face. And I guess I'll just cast this from the graveyard because I got nothing else to do. Got a 5-power flyer now. Oh, this can go face. This is just a straight up shock. I could almost kill them next turn. Oh, they gain 5 life. Come on. Lame. I am going to trade for that. And play a big hexproof dragon. Take 1 from trample. Play this. This has hexproof until it deals damage. And now I have a bounce spell, a draw spell, a burn spell, big hexproof dragon. Feel like I should be okay here. Technically, I can still kill an artifact or enchantment if they play something that's a problem. They're just going to have a hard time establishing against this, I feel like. But we'll see what they got. All right. Yeah, that's fine. And pass turn, I guess. The only way they win this is some crazy combination of tricks that somehow hits me for like all of it off the double strike, and I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, it does add up quickly with prowess if they have like a +3/+0. This ends up with 12 power from a single trick. That's a little bit of a problem. But we'll see. There are combat tricks that could win them this still. What do you do? Copy your next spell. Uh-oh. That makes all combat tricks terrifying now. I might have to block the Brushmaster, which would be very annoying. But the thing is... Did this not get copied? I'm a little confused. Alright, I'm not dead. So I probably win. Because I can double spell here. Gain a life. Unending Whisper. Oh, I have to pay 6. I guess I just go face. Yeah. Slightly awkward game. Yeah, fun enough. Got there. Forgot Ugin was even in the deck. Alright. I mean, given that I have Ugin, do I want to be playing some ramp? I don't know. This deck's actually got some good stuff going on. It's mostly about just staying alive. Just debating if I want to play Roamer's Routine. Guess not. Maybe not. Nice. It's like a perfect hand. It's exactly what I want to see. A 2-drop and a bunch of removal spells. And Ugin. Alright. Now we just really want to draw lands. And, you know, the Feral should help with that if I'm not hitting the lands I need. Just mobilize. Okay. I probably, since I have a land to play, just want to Molten Exhale that out of the way. Just no reason to start taking damage early. Get in there with the Leopard. If I don't hit a land, I will play Flush Out to try to hit one. Okay, that's fine. Ah, well, there's a land. Just gonna see what I draw. It's kind of cool. Any creature? Any creature. So now if they play something good, I get to do that. Huh. Do I just go ahead and burn this? Yeah, probably. I mean, it's not the best use of the removal, but it's really gonna make the game run long, which is what I want. There's just no reason to let them start building up a board presence. They could play something where I wish I had a deal for, but... Alright, that's fine. Naga Fleshcrafter doesn't really do much. I'm going to discard the Fleshcrafter since it's got a nice little flashback ability. Nice. Serac is great. Not gonna attack. This guy's awesome. Alright. They are going to give me a card draw. Sounds good. Alright, they're going wide, but I took them way off tempo with all the... They didn't even have the mana to do their thing. Alright. This is looking pretty good. Yeah. Okay. This is just sick. Just gonna ship that back. No attacks. We've just... They're playing an aggro deck and we murdered their tempo. They're just gonna be screwed, I think, unless they have something really busted. We had removal, bounce, blocker. Oh, attacking creatures have flying even if it's not attacking. Alright. Well, let's Eugene.
Knowledge is a virtue.
This card is so
My
broken.
timeless
Just
wisdom
absolutely broken.
guides your hand. The wise heed
It's got 9 loyalty and it's going to gain life and draw cards every turn. Or if I prefer it, just give me a million mana to spend playing my stuff. Like, this card is borderline unbeatable. If players dealt damage this way, they discard a card. Alright. Adios, land. Just doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Comes a copy until end of turn. I could make all of my creatures into 4/4 flyers. That seems pretty nice. Let's gain 3, draw a card. This has haste.
Focus. Breathe. And learn.
Doesn't really help though. Yeah. Let's draw a card. Play a tapped land. Should be able to just win next turn, I don't know. How do they win this game? Like... They can't kill Ugin. They can't kill me. Like, Ugin just gained me 6 life, basically. Because they had to attack him. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. Because Ugin is broken. This is going to be insane.
Energy.
Watch this. Hey, y'all. Watch this. I guess I can't do it this turn. I could make my whole team into hasty flyers. Killing him. But they're tapped out and this is over.
I have responsibilities elsewhere.
That creature. Like, this is completely insane. Look at this. Good game. Just wild. Alright, I'm going to stretch and get some coffee. And then continue playing this out. So, BRB. I'm going to manually roll an ad since I'm getting up for a sec. BRB. Okay. Whoa, the bit rate. What happened? Is the stream crapping out? Not great. I might... Okay, one sec. I might see if I can restart the network and stuff since this is being really dicey. I'll be right back. Might go down for like a minute or two and then come back with better connection. Hopefully.